Hey guys, this is Jimmy, and guess what? It's that time of year again. Ski season! You spin my head right round. Today, I'll be reviewing Tanner Hall's new ski film, Ring the Alarm. Ring the Alarm is a sick new film that took over 2 years to make. It's sponsored by some of the biggest names in sports, including Rockstar, Oakley, GoPro, and Armada, just like my skis. This film is filmed in so many sick locations, like Alaska, Lake Tahoe, California, Mount Hood, Oregon, and even Detroit, Michigan, which is so crazy. This film has some of the biggest names in skiing, including Tanner Hall, the man who produced the film, John Spriggs, Sam Cohen, Lucas Walks, Todd Legare, Neil Provo, Ian Provo, Sammy Carlson, and a ton more. Even though it took them 2 years to make this film, they got over 11 hours of footage and brought it down to only 38 minutes. For those of you who don't know who Tanner Hall is, he's one of the biggest professional skiers in the world. He's also the owner of Armada Skis, the people who made my skis. He's won multiple gold medals in the X Games, and he knows how to make some sick film. So here we go, let's check it out. In Ring the Alarm, Tanner Hall uses some of the most up-to-date and sick new ways to film. Some of these include drones, slow motion, time-lapse, and GoPro technology. One of the newest and most up-to-date ones is the drone. A drone is literally a flying camera. It's got some little fans underneath it so it can fly around and creates some wicked, amazing photos. In Ring the Alarm, Tanner Hall uses this to get some sick angles from up in the air of the skiers as they're flying and doing tricks. It almost feels like you're a bird watching down on these skiers. There are so many times when Tanner Hall uses the drone, and it makes for a such better film. One editing effect that Tanner Hall uses a ton in Ring the Alarm is slow motion. Slow motion really slows down the whole scene and allows you to connect with the skier as they're flying through the midair. One hard part about making a ski film is that sometimes these skiers are doing crazy tricks that you can't even imagine doing. But as you slow it down, it makes it seem a little bit more realistic and you really get to understand the trick. One way that Tanner Hall does this is uses GoPro technology, one of the sponsors for this film. The GoPro is actually a camera that goes onto your head and it films everything from the view of the skier. This is super sick because it gives you a different perspective and really lets you see what the skier sees. It's really amazing how they do it. What Tanner Hall does a couple times is he slows down the GoPro, so it's like combining two wicked awesome skiing effects. Check out my example right here, where I'm skiing down between some trees and I make it slow-mo, kind of to add what I'm talking about. One other editing effect that Tanner Hall uses in Ring the Alarm is time-lapse. Now, if you don't know what time-lapse is, it takes a really long video and mashes it up into about 5 or 10 seconds. One way that Tanner Hall uses this editing effect in Ring the Alarm is by setting the scene. When the snow falls and takes a long time to add up on the ground, Tanner Hall sits the camera there for a couple hours and it all just gets bigger and powderier and just makes you feel like you are in heaven. This makes the film so much cooler. It really adds a new effect that makes you feel like you are in the scene, like you're in Alaska, and makes you feel like you want to jump into the snow. Check out this example that I did this past summer when I was in Cape Cod to show the sun setting and to put it down in just a small amount of time to show how sick time-lapse can be. Now, one thing that Ring the Alarm doesn't do so well is affect the ski culture. Now, as you can tell, I'm kind of a relaxing, interesting guy. I'm not like every other guy out there, and that's the ski culture. One thing that Ring the Alarm doesn't address is how different we are and how interesting the ski culture is throughout different cultures in the world. Ring the Alarm goes throughout so many different places in the world. Like I said, Michigan, Alaska, British Columbia, you name it, they probably go there. And every ski culture is different. So I wish that Tanner Hall had really seen what each different ski culture was like and given you a broader scope of the skiing world. I think that would have made the film so sick and added a more documentary feel to it, because you're really understanding each person and why they do what they do and how we all share the same love for skiing. Tanner Hall's film, Ring the Alarm, can be viewed for free at tannerhall.ski. No .com, I'm not really sure why, just tannerhall.ski. It's a sick film that will make you feel so ready to be in the winter. Even if you don't ski, it's a great film to go watch for all the sick new filming techniques and editing effects that he uses in the film. I wicked suggest that you guys go see it, and definitely like my video below and share. Have fun shredding the gnar, skiers. We'll see you on the mountain.